Forget UFOs. Earth's oceans and forests are crawling with real aliens, and they're weirder than any Hollywood script. How about an animal that performs photosynthesis like a plant, or a limbless alligator slithering like a nightmare snake? Picture a beach monster so bizarre, its grainy footage broke the internet, and a real-life xenomorph that hijacks jellyfish. We've got fish with no eyes, deer with vampire fangs, and a spider with an Oreo-shaped butt. Oh, and there's a glowing clone army longer than a blue whale, drifting in the deep like a stolen spaceship. These aren't CGI, they're 100% real, and they're rewriting what life on Earth even means. Welcome back to another mind-blowing episode of Forever Green. Today we're diving into weird creatures that look like they've come from another planet, from animals older than dinosaurs to mutants rewriting biology's rulebook. The list will make your jaw drop. Ready to meet nature's undercover aliens? Hit subscribe and let's dive in. 26. Alysia. This sea slug looks like a cartoon sheep that quit the farm for a life of solar power. The Alysia, just 5 millimeters long, has fluffy ears, actually tentacles, and a face so cute even Shaun the sheep would blush. But it's part plant. After munching algae, it steals chlorophyll, the green stuff plants use for photosynthesis, and stores it under its skin. Sunlight then fuels its energy, making it a solar-powered slug. Newborns start clear, like tiny ghosts, but then turn emerald green after their first algae buffet. Scientists call this kleptoplasty, basically robbery with biological benefits. This ability smashes the line between plants and animals, making Alysia a true hybrid. 25. Biggest creature caught on camera on beach. A viral video has the internet buzzing. A group of people filming at night on a beach stumbled upon a hulking, unidentifiable creature lurking in the shadows. Some say it resembles a decayed whale carcass, but the way it shifts in the waves suggests something alive. Others guess it's a giant squid or a mutant seal, but no known animal matches its shadowy form. Scientists are stumped, calling it unclassified until further study. 24. Frooma fish. This deep-sea bug is the real-life alien queen. The Frooma, a tiny crustacean, doesn't just hunt, it hijacks. When it finds a jelly-like salt, it stabs the creature, beats its insides, and turns the hollowed-out body into a floating spaceship. The Frooma then rides this gelatinous barrel across the ocean, laying eggs inside it like a zombie nursery. The Frooma's see-through body and bulging eyes give it a ghostly look, but its claws are pure horror movie material. It grips the salp's remains like a pilot steering a stolen UFO. The director of Alien used the Frooma as inspiration for the xenomorph queen. Next time you rewatch Alien, remember, Earth's oceans already have their own version. 23. Strange alligator. A tourist group filmed a crocodile that's rewriting the rulebook. This creature has a scaly body, a muscular tail, and no front legs. It moves like a snake with armor, dragging itself through mud while its powerful tail whips side to side. Is it a mutant? A new species? Some think it was born with a rare defect. Others guess it escaped a brutal battle, leaving it legless but alive. Scientists are stumped. No records explain this limbless wonder. Drop your theories below. Is this evolution's latest experiment? 22. Bloody belly comb jelly. This deep-sea jelly looks like a disco ball dipped in blood. The bloody belly comb jelly glows in the dark with shimmering rainbow lights, while its stomach blazes bright red, like a lantern in the ocean's midnight zone. Found 3,000 feet below the surface, it's not a jellyfish but a ctenophore, a creature that's 95% water and 100% alien. Those rainbow streaks, they're rows of tiny hairs called cilia that beat in waves, propelling it like a living kaleidoscope. The red belly isn't for show. It hides the glow of swallowed prey, keeping predators clueless. Scientists call it Lampoctaeus cruentaventer, but space jelly fits better. 21. Tarantula cyclloccosmia truncate. This spider has a secret weapon. Its butt looks like an Oreo cookie, The cyclloccosmia truncate, a trapdoor spider, flips around and shoves its armored rear end into its burrow's entrance when danger strikes. The flat, disc-shaped abdomen, it's pure survival gear, a built-in shield tougher than steel. Found in parts of Asia and the Americas, this spider digs tunnels and hides inside, waiting for prey. But when a predator pokes around, it slams its cookie-shaped butt into the hole, blocking it like a manhole cover. The design is perfect, even ants can't squeeze past. Think of it as a spider-shaped cork, sealing itself into safety. The abdomen's circular pattern with grooves and ridges looks like someone stamped it with a cookie cutter. Scientists call it truncated for its flat backside, but Oreo spider fits better. It's like nature said, what if we gave a spider a shield on its butt? 20. Weird pigeon. In 2020, a pigeon in the UK broke the internet with a look that screamed, "Bird runway model gone wrong." This bird had freakishly long legs, a puffed up chest, and feathers so fluffy around its feet, it seemed to be wearing bell-bottom pants. Videos showed it strutting like a mini ostrich. The bird's legs were twice as long as normal, possibly due to a hormone issue or selective breeding gone wild. Even city pigeons can be undercover aliens. 19. Strange animal. In 2022, Chinese scientists stumbled upon a creature that looks like it teleported from a Men in Black set. This animal's face is covered in a black mask-like pattern. The debate is wild. Some researchers claim it's a lab experiment, maybe a gene-spliced mix of a raccoon and a lizard. Others insist it's a hoax, a puppet, or CGI trick. 18. Strange fish. A fisherman recently reeled in a creature that's straight out of a sci-fi movie. A small pitch-black fish with no eyes and a body shaped like a melted gummy bear. When dropped in water, it turned into a wobbly blob, leaving the fisherman stunned. At first glance, it looks like an alien baby. Smooth, shiny, and nothing like normal fish. Some think it might be a deformed black oranda goldfish, but orandas don't usually act like living jelly. The fish's skin seemed rubbery, and its lack of eyes made it look blindfolded by evolution. The video went viral with guesses ranging from deep-sea mutants to hoaxes. Scientists haven't confirmed its identity yet. 17. Cutless fish. This fish looks like it escaped from a Pokemon battle. The Cutless fish, also called a ribbon fish, has a body as long and as thin as a sword, shimmering silver like a blade fresh out of the forge. Found in oceans worldwide, it zips through water like a living lightsaber, hunting smaller fish with needle-sharp teeth. Nicknamed the Razor of the Sea, its body can stretch over 6 feet, yet it weighs barely a few pounds. At night, some species glow faintly, turning into underwater lasers. If Pokemon's Gyarados had a sleek, metallic cousin, this would be it. 16. Orange salamander. You've seen salamanders, but not like this. In Japan, a hiker spotted a creature so bright orange it looked like a traffic cone come to life. At first he thought it was trash, a clumped cloth on the riverbank. But when he got closer, the cloth wiggled and crawled and plopped into the water, revealing itself as a fiery orange salamander. 15. Snubnosed monkey. This monkey looks like it face-planted into evolution's sketchbook. Snub-nosed monkeys have flat, squished noses with nostrils that point straight ahead like twin exhaust pipes on a furry alien engine. Found in the snowy mountains of China and Myanmar, their bright blue faces and golden fur make them look like Muppets dressed for a ski trip. When winter hits, they huddle in massive groups, wrapping their thick fur coats around each other like living blankets. Their noses aren't just a fashion flop. In freezing climates, long noses get frostbite, so nature gave them a stubby upgrade. They survive on lichen, pine needles, and tree bark, foods most monkeys would toss aside. Some species, like Myanmar snubnose, were only discovered in 2010. Scientists tracked them by their loud, honking calls. 14. Chinese water deer. Move over, Dracula. The Chinese water deer is the real vampire of the animal kingdom. This small, fluffy deer has a secret. Two sharp, saber-like fangs that stick out like a Halloween costume gone rogue. Native to China and Korea, these vampire deer ditched antlers for teeth that grow up to 2 inches long. Forget Bambi, this is Blade with fur. In the 1870s, some were brought to England as exotic pets. Now they roam freely in the UK, France, and even parts of the US. Males use their fangs not for sucking blood, but for fighting rivals. Despite the scary look, they're shy plant eaters, munching on grasses and reeds near rivers. 13. Lamprey. This eel-like structure is the stuff of underwater nightmares. Lampreys have no jaws. Instead, they sport a circular mouth ringed with rows of razor-sharp teeth. They latch onto fish like living suction cups, drilling into flesh to suck blood and body fluids. Lampreys are ancient. They've been around for 360 million years, outlasting dinosaurs. Their slimy, scaleless bodies slither through the water like living noodles, and some species grow over 3 feet long. Baby lampreys start life as blind larvae, buried in the river mud for years before transforming into toothy vampires. The creepiest part? They invade lakes like uninvited guests, wiping out local fish populations. In the Great Lakes, they're public enemy number 1. 12th Siphonophore. This deep-sea nightmare looks like a living chandelier from another galaxy. The siphonophore isn't one animal. It's a colony of hundreds of clones, each with a job. Some catch food, others sting prey, and a few just pump water to move the whole gang. Together, they form a glowing string that can stretch longer than a blue whale. Found in oceans worldwide, these creatures light up the dark with neon blue and purple bioluminescence, like underwater fairy lights. Imagine a factory where every worker is glued together, drifting through the abyss like a tangled spaceship. Their tentacles pack venom to paralyze fish. The longest siphonophore ever recorded, 150 feet, longer than a school bus. 11th Venezuelan poodle moth. This moth looks like a Pokemon that escaped into real life. Discovered in Venezuela in 2009, the Venezuelan poodle moth has fluffy white fur, curly antennae, and wings that seem dusted with powdered sugar. If a poodle and a moth had a baby, this would be it, complete with feathery tufts that stick out like a bad hair day. Its wingspan? Bigger than a grown man's hand. The fur? Probably helps it hide in moss or lichen. The only known photo of this moth shows it staring at the camera like a confused cotton ball with wings. Scientists haven't caught one since, leaving it a mystery. No one knows what it eats, where it lives, or why it looks so much like a Muppet. 10th Alien-like creature. What you're seeing might truly leave anyone amazed. Recently, someone shared a photo on social media showing what seems to be a strange, alien-like creature. At first glance, you might think it's a lizard, but there's something definitely unusual about it. Its skin is a soft, pale blue, shaded with hints of gray that give it an otherworldly glow. Its large black eyes are so expressive, almost as if it's curious about the world around it. Some say it might just be a very cleverly designed model, or an exotic species of lizard not widely known. What do you think? Could we be looking at a visitor from another world? 9. Gold tortoise beetle. Meet the gold tortoise beetle, a tiny bug resembling a living, shiny piece of jewelry. No bigger than a pencil eraser, this beetle is found in North American gardens and shines like molten metal with its gold shell. However, when scared, its shell turns from gold to dull brown, similar to a mood ring, but for survival. This color change isn't due to paint, but a trick of light, as its shell has tiny grooves that reflect sunlight to create a metallic look, similar to wearing a disco ball as a hat. If disturbed, the beetle's gold color vanishes, making it appear like a plain, ordinary bug. Some can even turn see-through when threatened, resembling a ghostly version of themselves. These beetles feed on morning glory leaves, making them both a pest and a magical presence in gardens. Truly, if fairy tales featured beetles, the gold tortoise beetle would star as part Cinderella, part Houdini. 8. Fried egg jellyfish. Swimming through the Mediterranean Sea is a creature that looks like breakfast dropped into the ocean. The fried egg jellyfish. Its round, white body floats like an egg white, with a golden yellow dome in the center. But don't grab your fork just yet. This jellyfish's yolk is actually its stomach, and those wavy purple tentacles trailing below? They're covered in stingers, though their venom is too weak to hurt humans. These jellies live fast and die young, surviving just 6 months from summer to winter. They spend their short lives drifting near the surface, slurping up zooplankton and smaller jellyfish. Their tentacles, colored deep purple like grape juice, act like fishing nets to trap prey. They can grow up to 16 inches wide, and their stingers work like Velcro to stick to prey. 7. Starnosed Mole. Deep in North America's swamps, there's a creature that looks like it glued a tiny octopus to its face. The star-nosed mole has a pink, fleshy nose with 22 wiggly tentacles, a living star that puts Hollywood special effects to shame. At 6 to 8 inches long, it's small but built like a tank, digging through mud like it's butter. This mole is blind, but it doesn't care. Its star-shaped snout is packed with 100,000 nerve fibers, letting it see the world through touch. This mole is the Usain Bolt of eating. It can identify and scarf down a bug in less than 0.2 seconds, faster than you blink. Its brain decides if something's food in just 8 milliseconds. That's 15 times quicker than a Formula One car shifts gears. The star-nosed mole doesn't hunt. It inhales meals. Tentacles are super sensitive, probing soil like a built-in GPS. 6. Saccharitis. Say hello to Saccharitis, a creature so strange it looks like a gummy bear from another dimension. This tiny sea animal lived 540 million years ago, but don't let its size fool you. It had a massive gaping mouth, a body covered in wrinkly folds, and no anus. Yes, you read that right. Scientists think it ate and pooped through the same hole. If that's not weird enough, its mouth was ringed with tiny spikes, like a nightmare version of a cartoon character. Discovered in China, Saccharitis is one of our oldest known relatives. It's part of a group called Deuterostomes, which includes humans, starfish, and fish. Think of it as your great-great-great times a billion grandparent. Its bumpy body and giant mouth helped it survive in ancient oceans, gulping down whatever it could find. 5. Creepy crab Neolithodes. Meet the Neolithodes crab, a spiky, long-legged nightmare from the deep sea. This crab looks like it escaped from an alien movie set, with a body covered in sharp spines, legs longer than your arm, and claws that could crack a coconut. It's not your average beach crab. Found in icy ocean depths up to 2,000 meters down, this creature glows pale red and walks like a spider on stilts. Nicknamed the King Crab from Hell, Neolithodes rules the dark sea floor. Its legs stretch over a meter wide, making it one of the biggest crabs alive. If Jurassic Park had crabs, this would be the T-Rex. Scientists rarely see these crabs because they live where sunlight can't reach. When they do pop up in fishing nets, it's like catching a real-life kaiju. Their blood contains antifreeze to survive freezing waters, and their eyes glow faintly in the blackness. Think Pacific Rim, but tinier and way creepier. 4. Peacock Spider. Meet the Peacock Spider, a tiny 8-legged disco party from Australia. These spiders are smaller than your fingernail, but their colors scream for attention. Males flash bright blues, fiery reds, and sunny yellows, like they've stolen a rainbow. To impress females, they don't just show off their colors, they dance. Picture a spider waving its legs, shaking its body, and vibrating like it's at a music festival. If the female likes the show, she'll mate. If not, she might eat him. Talk about high stakes. Their colors aren't just for us. They glow under UV light, like a secret message only other spiders can see. Scientists call them nature's disco balls for a reason. Found only in southern Australia, these spiders prove that you don't need size to steal the spotlight. Imagine a creature smaller than a pea doing the moonwalk in the outback. 3. Pink Fairy Armadillo.
Perfect.
This armadillo looks like a cotton candy nugget that learned to dig. The pink fairy armadillo, smaller than your hand, has a soft pink shell and a fluffy white butt. Found in Argentina's deserts, it's the tiniest armadillo on Earth and the quirkiest. Its entire life is spent underground, tunneling through sand so fast it's called the sand swimmer. Those giant shovel-like claws, the armadillo uses them to burrow in seconds, disappearing like a magic trick. Its shell isn't hard like other armadillos. It's flexible, acting like a cozy blanket in freezing nights and a sun shield in scorching days. Blind and nearly hairless, it sees the world through vibrations. Scientists know almost nothing about this creature. It's rarely seen alive, and most photos show curled up specimens that look like pink rocks.
2. Ancient Trilobytes. If you think today's bugs are strange, wait until you meet their 500 million-year-old cousins. Trilobites ruled the ocean long before dinosaurs, with armored bodies split into 3 lobes, like a cross between a roly-poly and a sci-fi tank. These creatures crawled, swam, or burrowed in ancient seas, sporting exoskeletons that glittered like knight's armor. Some were as small as a coin, others grew longer than a house cat. Fossils show spines, horns, and even trident tails, like underwater warriors accessorizing for battle. The trilobites thrived for over 270 million years, adapting to every ocean niche. Then, 252 million years ago, the Earth's worst extinction wiped them out. Now, their fossils are rock stars of the paleontology world, found on every continent.
1. Weird creature. A U.S. fisherman just caught something that's breaking the internet. A fish that looks like it oozed out of a Stranger Things episode. Smooth, shiny. This creature wiggles like gelatin on land. When the video hit social media, everyone from biologists to conspiracy theorists scratched their heads. The fish has no visible eyes. Some guessed it's a deep-sea mutant. Others say it's a sick goldfish. Thanks for exploring Earth's alien-like creatures with us. Don't forget to subscribe to Forever Green.